Welcome back to Master of Disguise Month on YouTube. This whole month of March is Master of Disguise Month, and I'm doing videos about the Master of Disguise. You know, people really loved the last one that I did. It was really popular, and I think a lot of people were very concerned that there wouldn't be another Master of Disguise video after that one. I mean, that one was like a half hour long. Well, don't you all worry, because today I am doing a very special analysis. Now, of course, everybody on the internet is talking about this one trailer that released. There's all sorts of videos about it, people pouring over all the details of this trailer. And of course, I'm talking about the Master of Disguise trailer. It's the Master of Disguise trailer is so densely packed with all kinds of hidden secrets just waiting to be explored by someone. So I am going to explore it, and we're going to find out what we can about the Master of Disguise from the trailer and all the hidden gems of knowledge nestled within it. So this is the 1057.52 things that you missed in the Master of Disguise trailer because you're stupid. All right, let's begin. All right, so immediately the music is very familiar, and I know where this is from. This is from the movie Edward Scissorhands, which is a very interesting choice. Are the filmmakers trying to hint to us that the Master of Disguise takes place in the same universe as Edward Scissorhands? Maybe. That might be. I mean, I don't know why else they would include this music in the trailer. So that's a pretty big clue right there that the Master of Disguise universe is not just this one movie. It actually goes even further and is an entire cinematic universe, which I will get into later. But for now, just know that these two movies take place together, and the characters may even possibly be related in some way that has not yet been revealed. Okay, so the first shot that we see in the trailer is of this crazy looking mansion, which looks very high class. This is clearly a very classy movie, The Master of Disguise, and that's what this first shot is supposed to tell us, that this is a very classy movie for classy rich people. So another movie I can think of that fits this description would be Eyes Wide Shut by Stanley Kubrick, who I'm sure that when he was directing that movie came out only shortly before Master of Disguise, so it's possible that Stanley Kubrick also directed The Master of Disguise, and that this is a secret that this movie is trying to reveal to us. Eyes Wide Shut also takes place in the Disguisey cinematic universe, along with Edward Scissorhands. That is what we have so far been able to take away from this first second of the trailer. But we do still have a lot of the trailer to go through, so instead of getting hung up on the Stanley Kubrick thing, let's move on to the next thing that we see in the trailer, which is this shot of this mysterious library with a secret passage. Reminds me a lot of the movie with Nicolas Cage, National Treasure. And in that movie, Nicolas Cage steals the Declaration of Independence, which also happens in this movie with the U.S. Constitution, possibly hinting that the two movies are connected in some way. Is it also part of the Disguisey cinematic universe? I have no idea, but let's say yes. So also we can see in this shot that there's a weird ball, like a disguise magic ball. This is featured in the movie, and it has a very phallic sort of look to it. Clearly this movie is very perverse.
In a world of magic.
We next see a weird monkey doll, and it's kind of creepy. I mean, this is kind of something out of a horror movie almost. Is this paranormal? Is the monkey doll haunted? I don't know, but that seems to be the case. I don't see how this monkey doll could move on its own unless it was haunted by a poltergeist. So is poltergeist also canon in Master of Disguise? I don't know. But also there's the movie Paranormal Activity, which feels like it would be right out of that movie. This house is clearly haunted, and the Disguiseys should seek a paranormal investigator, or possibly the Ghostbusters. This may also be a hint that this movie also takes place in the same world as 12 Monkeys, in which all of humanity is wiped out by a virus. Possibly hinting at an alternate timeline where Devin Bowman successfully manages to defeat the Disguiseys and then destroy humanity. Next we see the Disguisey symbol. Now, those of you who are very smart may recognize this. This is the same symbol that is on the dollar bill. It's referred to as the Eye of Providence, and many conspiracy theorists have often talked about this as being something of sinister origins. I believe the Freemasons are somehow involved, and that this is commonly known in a lot of online circles as the Illuminati symbol. The Illuminati was founded by some guy named Adam Weishaupt, who may possibly be a member of the Disguisey family. Is this trying to tell us that the Disguiseys are the Illuminati? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just asking questions, you guys. I'm just asking questions. Do your own research.
This extraordinary power to change their appearance.
Anyway, in this next shot, we see this huge rack of clothes, which seems very unusual until you start thinking about it. You know, you start thinking about the clothes, you know, the title of the movie, and when you really start piecing it together, it kind of makes sense that this movie is about disguises. It's about disguises, you guys.
Will be left in the hand.
Next, we see this very strange room, which is called the Nest, which looks kind of kinky. I think there might be some kinky stuff going on in here. This could possibly be a reference to 50 Shades of Grey.
Of one man.
We see a conflict involving this waiter who trips Pistachio. Could this man be the Thanos of the Disguisey universe? Which also, by the way, the Disguisey universe is heavily hinted as having taken place in the same universe as the Mario Brothers universe, due to the fact that we see spaghetti. Now, who loves spaghetti more than anyone else? It's the Mario Brothers, of course. So Mario takes place in the same universe as Master of Disguise, which also means that every single game featured in Smash Brothers also takes place in the Pistachio Disguisey extended universe, which also includes The Exorcist, which is the next thing we see in the trailer. This is clearly an Exorcist reference right here. You know, again, going back to the paranormal monkey thing, there's clearly something going on in the Disguisey household. There's some kind of paranormal activity, and the Ghostbusters, this is hinting at Ghostbusters 3. This is the first hint we get that Ghostbusters 3 is currently in production, and Harold Ramis has actually been alive this entire time. I can't believe he fooled us like that. Next in the trailer, we see a bunch of stuff and things happening. We see Disguisey flying around. We see a woman. Women are in this movie, it turns out. And then some other things happen. There's things happening in the movie. Alright, you know what? Fuck this shit! Let's move on to the actual part of the trailer that we all want to talk about, which is, of course, the Turtle Club scene. It's the Turtle Club scene, guys. It's a copy of the Turtle Club scene. So what can we learn from the Turtle Club scene? Well, where to begin? This scene goes so deep, you guys. There's something about this scene that is really kind of off-putting in a strange way. It's like there's something it's trying to tell us. Some sort of truth that has been hidden from us, and that only through this scene can we uncover the reality in which we are all living every day. This is the red pill, you guys. And YouTube may just delete this video because what I'm about to reveal is some incredibly shocking information. I almost can't believe it myself. But you guys, the United States government is controlled by the Turtle Club. Okay, first off, look at the turtle guy. What does he look like to you? Mitch McConnell, right? That's like everybody immediately thinks of Mitch McConnell when they see this guy. But most people think that it's just a coincidence. But is it? What if Mitch McConnell and the turtle guy are actually the same person? It all makes sense when you understand that this movie is actually made by the Illuminati. And I have more evidence that this conspiracy is real. Okay, we all know Mar-a-Lago, right? It's like Donald Trump's favorite place, and it's in Florida. Now, everybody might be thinking right now, okay, what does Florida have to do with the Master of Disguise? Well, that's like a whole other rabbit hole you can go down, but basically, the Master of Disguise takes place in Florida. And this is clearly hinted at in the movie. Take a look at that restaurant scene from earlier. Isn't there something in this scene that strikes you as odd? There's something in this scene that's kind of out of place and doesn't really make sense. I'm going to play it back slowly and pay close attention. Did you see it? Well, watch it again. This time I'm going to play it back even slower. Okay, so you notice that Pistachio is carrying plates of spaghetti, which makes sense because this is an Italian restaurant and Italian people love spaghetti. But let me ask you this. Why does an Italian restaurant serve crab? There's a crab on the plate. What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. This is not a seafood restaurant. This is a spaghetti restaurant. And then you start thinking about it and you realize there's only one possible explanation for this. And it's this movie takes place in Florida. And what is Florida famous for? Why, crab, of course. That's like their most famous thing in Florida is crab, duh. And which Florida restaurant is most famous for crab? I hope you see where I'm going with this, guys. I almost couldn't believe it myself, but when you start connecting the dots, it all makes sense. Florida, Donald Trump, the Illuminati. You guys, this movie is telling us who controls the Illuminati, and it is none other than a restaurant located in Orlando, Florida. I am, of course, talking about High Tide Harry's.
High Tide Harry's. Orlando, hear me now. High Tide Harry's has the best chow. High Tide Harry's.
High Tide Harry's is a staple of Florida cuisine. It's world famous. Everybody knows about it. How could we have not seen this entire time, our entire government, Mitch McConnell? They are all just in the pocket of High Tide Harry. And that's not where the coincidences end. You see, at this point, you're probably wondering, what does this all have to do with the Turtle Club? I mean, that's where we all left off, right? Well, if you Google Turtle Club, the first result that shows up is for the actual Turtle Club. It's actually real. The Turtle Club is real. And just look at where it's located. Naples, Florida. It's confirmed. The Master of Disguise takes place in Florida. And holy shit! I just realized that scene at Devin Bowman's Illuminati Eyes Wide Shut mansion, the one where Mr. Peru is dancing to Gloria Estefan. Well, why don't we just take a look at which musical group Gloria Estefan was a member of? Oh my God, it's Miami Sound Machine. It all comes back to Florida. It all comes back to fucking Florida. But the madness goes even deeper. Now that we have established that the Disguisey cinematic universe is a thing, we need to talk about umbrella theory. You see, every single universe that exists, whether it be real or fictitious, is actually underneath something like an umbrella. Take the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? You know, a pretty big universe, a lot of different movies and media in this universe. But what if it was just a universe within a universe? What if there was a universe on top of that universe? And then on top of that universe? But then that raises the question of who is holding the umbrella. And of course, the answer to that is complicated. See, it's not Master of Disguise. Master of Disguise actually exists in all known universes simultaneously. It all makes sense when you think of how the Disguiseys travel through history to stop evil. It would make sense that the Disguiseys would not only travel through time, but space as well. You guys, Robert Downey Jr. is a Disguisey. But what does this all mean exactly? What do all these universes that are all tangled together in this jumbled mess, what does it all actually come down to? Is there some way that we can make sense of all of this? What does it mean? How can we take all of this information and use it to prove the existence of the Illuminati and God. Well, all we have to do is go back to this one scene in the movie where Pistachio meets Barney for the first time. You know, the little boy on the skateboard. So Barney shows up at the door, and Pistachio's grandpa says something very unusual. He says that Barney is a talking baby, and Pistachio wants to see the talking baby. Well, wait a minute. Baby? What the? Wait a minute. No. Oh my God. Holy fuck. Oh my fucking God. Oh, I figured it out. It's a baby. Oh my. Gloria Estefan? Guys, do you know what other movie featured a Gloria Estefan song? Well, thank you all for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed my detailed analysis of the trailer for the movie The Master of Disguise. I hope that you learned something new, and now have some fun and interesting trivia to share with your family and friends. Now, meanwhile, it is still March, which means that Master of Disguise month continues. So stay tuned for new Master of Disguise content. Thank you all for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day. But wait! Where does George Bush and 9/11 fit into every... they don't.